I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land and pay my respects to their elders, past and present. I extend that respect to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples. Today is the day 22 of the Grand Australian Ride. Today I rode from Port Hedland to Sandfire, which is close to the 80-mile beach. The date is 21st of May 2022. The time it took me to get to Sandfire was 3 hours and 50 minutes. The weather was very hot and the distance I covered was 290 kilometers. The road was straight and the terrain was plain. I took a fuel stop in Port Hedland when I started, and then I took a second fuel stop at Pardo Roadhouse along the way, and I finished at Sandfire. Good morning. Today is day 22 and the date is 21st of May. I'm currently in Port Hedland, and the plan is to ride from Port Hedland and go to Sandfire. Sandfire is a roadhouse which is the closest to 80-mile beach. So basically the plan is to go from here to Broome, but the here to Broome is about 600 kilometers, which is too far. So I decided to split the journey into two and stop at Sandfire. Now there is nothing around Sandfire. That the only thing there is just the roadhouse, and it is closest to the 80-mile beach. Now 80-mile beach is basically, as the name suggests, it's 80-mile long, and I'm keen to explore what I'll see over there and look forward to going there. So the time right now is about 5 minutes past 7. I've got the breakfast ready, and nearly most of the stuff is packed. So I'm going to finish my breakfast and leave by latest 7:15, 7:20. That's the goal. But let's see how quickly I can leave from here. After I leave, the first plan of action will be to fill up fuel. And once I've fueled up, then I'll be headed straight for Sandfire. Anyways, that's it for now, and I'll see you on the road. Okay, so you're starting the journey now. It's about 7:30 in the morning, 7:29, 7:30, and I just need to drop the keys at the reception, and then we get going for our next destination, which is Sandfire Roadhouse. Call it Sandfire Roadhouse. It is the same thing because there is only roadhouse in that location. Total, the goal is to reach Broome, and on the way to Broome, the Broome is 600 kilometers. On the way to Broome, this is basically the only stop, and if we go direct to Broome, it will be around 600 kilometers, so too long. So I'll just quickly pause over here, drop the keys, and then we get started with our journey for the day. Okay, looks good. Last night I stayed at Black Rock Tourist Park. We dropped because there is no one here, office is still closed as it's 7:30. We just drop it over here, and that's it, our job done. And now we can get going. We just need to stop for fuel. Let's see where we can find fuel now. जय आदिशक्ति माता की जय, ओम गणेशाय नमः, कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय, हर हर महादेव हर।
It's very humid this morning. Everything is a bit wet. There's moisture everywhere. So this is South Hedland. That side is Port Hedland. That side, and essentially the same thing, but because there was no accommodation available in Port Hedland, the girl said to book over here. And even in this place, they said that the room I was staying in was the only room available. Everything was booked out. I don't know how true that is or not, but that's what we have been told. Road trains. I think as we start moving towards Broome, the road trains will go. There won't be, because this is Port Hedland. This is the hub of everything. I think the petrol pump. This is National Highway 1 now, so we are back on A1. But I'm going on the opposite side. The reason why I'm going on the opposite side is because I need to fuel up. I don't know if there is fuel on the other side. The next place I'll find fuel will be in Sandfire. So I don't know if there's anything in between. So I don't want to take any chances. That's why I'll just go and find fuel on towards Port Hedland, and then turn around and go back. So I found this pump. It's a long, massive road trains. This is the transport hub. Port Hedland Roadhouse. That's vehicles there.
Highway 1, then sharp left onto National Highway 1. Sharp left onto National Highway 1. Head northeast.
You have to pay for the fuel first and then decide, then fill up. Now I had estimated around 10 liters, so I paid $22. So yep, so it will allow me to fill up 10 liters there. What's going on? $10.10 liters, paid $22 for it, and the rate is 217.8. So that is cheaper than what I have been paying so far. Still under $20.91. This pump is auto pay. So prepaid. So you pay in that machine. You don't decide how much fuel you want, you decide how much you want to pay for it. So you say, okay, $22. So whatever amount of fuel you get for $22, you are able to fill. So I'd estimated that I would have space for 10 liters, and luckily when it reached 10 liters, I was like, I hope it can still take in, because it was nearly full. So yeah, good on me that I estimated it right. With cars, you can put $50 and a little bit here and there. You always have room. With bikes, the tank is so small, the distance we are traveling is so big, so we don't want to leave empty tanks as well. We want to fill as much as possible, and at the same time, a liter here and there can make a huge difference. So all good, we are all filled up, good to go. Now we are on A1, so we are going to that's the cafe, don't need anything there, we are already sorted. So I'm just going to drive past this massive truck and show you what it looks like. There you go, that's 4 trolleys.
As you can see, this is how they're connected. I'm pretty sure a lot of you will be keen to know how they are bloody connected. Yeah, and it does work like a train. So all the trolleys have a little bit of a flex. Come on, man, what are you doing? Go. Anyways, we are on our way now. On our way to Starfire. Road conditions opened with caution. So, Sandfire, sorry, not Starfire. To Sandfire, it's open but with caution. So, I am afraid there might be some flooding. Fingers crossed, we should be fine. So we have Pardu 102, Sandfire 240, and Broome is 560. That's what's ahead. So Broome. So I think 240 is what distance we have to cover now for today. So this is the kind of route you will see for like I've been riding for nearly 40-50 kilometers, I think. This is probably amongst the very few cars or caravans that I'm seeing. Not a lot of vehicle on this road. Whatever you see, it's mainly road trains, like hundreds of them. They just come like in groups, sometimes 2s and 3s. Each road train has at least 4 trailers in them. And there are quarries and mines on both sides. And as you can see, those little structures are visible again. Kiraurin on the left and Pardo Roadhouse on the right. I'm going to stop here at the Roadhouse because there is nothing for another 140 k's, so it will be good to have a break. And on the left there is a board ramp. I've seen a lot of people towing boats. So yeah, I'll just stop over here briefly, fuel up. I've got half tank, so I'm going to make sure I've got a full tank. There you go, that's the Roadhouse. Coffee, restaurant, fuel and road trains. I think there are accommodation at the back as well. So I'm going to first of all fuel up. Unlead. Yep. Okay. I'll fuel up and then I'll update.
Yep.
Alright, so I'd filled up 7.32 liters. 2.39 per dollar was the rate, and 17.49 was how much it cost me. I'm just going to try and find a spot over here to give it a bit of rest. I left from Padro. It's a roadhouse, as you saw. We are about 130 kilometers away from our destination of the day, which is Sandfire. Got the beach sea on my left hand side. Today yesterday we were riding more northwards. Today we are riding more northeast because the land sort of turns like that, and the A1 follows the coast. It's not that windy. It's okay, it's not bad. At least we don't have crosswinds. I met a couple from Melbourne earlier. They were doing the lap as well, but they were doing it anti-clockwise, and they were doing it in 3 months, which was pretty fast because if I remove Tasmania, then I'm doing the lap in 45 days. So I think 45 days for sightseeing and stuff is pretty good. Anyways, we are close to the ocean, but not like right next to it. The ocean is at a bit of a distance from here. Every certain distance there is like a pathway that, just near Padro there was a road that goes to the sea basically, and you can take your boats with you, and so there's a ramp as well. So yeah, anyways, now we are headed to Sandfire. There is nothing on the way from here to Sandfire. The roadhouse that went behind, the Padro one, they had everything over there, including accommodation as well. So in case if you have to stay there, don't worry, you should find accommodation, fuel, food, everything. Anyway, so I'll update you once I find something interesting, or I can show you talk about something. Yeah. There is access to 80 Mile Beach. This is a 80 Mile Beach road. So I am going to make a ride over there to check it out. It's 9 kilometers inwards. Let's see what it's all about. I don't know what kind of road it will be, but yeah, I think I've got a bike which is good enough. So let's get going. Alright, so it is grid road to get on 80 Mile Beach. As you can see, we will give it a try as far as we can go. I think I will go, but I'm going to go back, unload my stuff, and then I'm going to come back over here. Doesn't make sense to carry all this weight all the way to 80 Mile Beach, as it is a little sandy over here. Gets harder with the weight. So I'm going to go back to the main road, get to the accommodation which is just down the road. Might be another 100 kilometers that I might have to drive in total to see the 80 Mile Beach, but that's okay. At least without the load it will be easier. Alright, so I've finally arrived. I think I've arrived at Sandfire. PM means that's showing for room. So that is Sandfire, where you see the trees. Because simple thing, there are no trees around here. If you see trees, means it's a roadhouse. So this is probably the weirdest roadhouse I've come across. Weirdest, not a good thing to say, but I will say the most interesting roadhouse I've ever seen. All red, mate. It's all red over here. Those tanks you see, this is where you fill up the fuel for, I think that's all diesel. I'll park somewhere over here and go into the office and get my keys for tonight. Alright, so we are here finally. Need to take my phone. They've got peacocks around here. That is unusual. I think there's one over there. There's one over here. It's a very different place. It's all red. Got 2 telephone booths for Telstra, and all these number plates and signs. They've got hats hanging on the ceiling. Hello, how are you?
Thank you.
I'll be looking for tonight.
Yes.
Alright, so I've got my keys. Some things I'll explain on the way to the room. Okay, so the room is at the back. So front is the shop, then there's toilet facility there, then there are some rooms over here. There were 2 options. One was the budget option, and the other one was the normal. Where did I leave the keys? Yep. The difference is, I think the one they had available, because I don't know what it looks like. It's peak season right now, because a lot of people are
maybe traveling. The option they had available for me was budget, which is it's an air conditioning room. The only thing is it does not have bathroom toilet facility. So that is number 16. This is probably the most interesting room I've ever seen. Look at that. That is a room. That is room number 14, room number 15, room number 16, nothing, room number 17. It's a container. Wow. Oh god, this is something really interesting. Okay, to be careful. There's another bike over there. She said there is an old bike at the end, the last room. Alright, so over there they have laundry and kitchen facilities. Now they don't have any vegetarian food whatsoever except chips, so not even veggie burger. So luckily Devangi, my wife, she had put in like a rice that you have to just boil and you can eat. It's pre-cooked rice. It's rice and curry mixed together, so it's like you're eating rice and curry. I'll show you how I do all of that, but that is the room. Seriously, this is for $70. You walk in, room starts, room ends, and that's air conditioning. This is something supposed to be a cabinet. That's a fridge which is switched off. Let's see if this works. Apparently it does. High cool, everything high, mate. And there's a window. So that is basically the room I'm staying in tonight. Not the best of the rooms I've been to, but it's got clean sheets, I believe. Is an absolute no-no. So sorry, but I'm not going to take that. So I went back to them and I said, no, I really need you to show me something else. And they obviously have other option. They had another option which they said you could consider this one. It's twice the price, $150. I have paid $150 past few days, so I'll check it out. There it is. That's more like a room. As you can see, bed, cabinet, desk, fridge, which is connected. The other one was even disconnected. This should turn on. Yep, that's working. And bathroom, toilet, sink, shower, clean. Towels provided as well, even a soap, coffee cup, pretty much everything you need. Yep, so I decided to bring all the stuff over here. I didn't actually unload the bike anyway, so anyways, I'm going to unload the bike now and then continue with the stuff that we spoke about earlier. Until then. Okay, so after I came, I took a shower and rested for a while. And now, right now, the time is 5:30. So I was thinking I'll just get dinner sorted. They didn't have anything vegetarian over here, so I have this. That's soup, and this is pre-mixed rice. It's like a risotto. So you just need to boil water and boil this in water, and it will be like rice and curry. So I've got this too. I'm just going to go to the kitchen which is just there. As you can see, the soil, it's all red, and it's like red color. It's that red. And there's so many peacocks around here. So many peacocks all over the place. Must be at least like 10-12 peacocks. I'll show you what we have over here. There is a barbecue facility, laundry and kitchen. That's barbecue. Put a bench here. That's laundry. I'll show you what laundry looks like, what laundry is like over here. I've not used it. I'm seeing it for the first time as well. Alright, so you got a bench, and that's for washing. Just there. You need a $1, two $1 coins, and there's a sink. That's it. Pretty basic, but that's all you need. It's good that they have this facility over here. And kitchen. Really interested to know what this looks like. So here you go. That is the kitchen. So I thought they had a cooktop, like a gas, where I can actually cook this, but I don't think so. They don't have it. They've just got microwave, which is good. I have a kettle in my room which I can use to boil water. I can have the soup, but this, the pre-mixed risotto rice, I cannot have it like that. I need to cook it. So the point is, I might just have the soup and I'll go and buy some ready-made noodles, pot noodles, and have that with the soup. So that will basically be dinner for tonight. Alright, so since I came here, I took a shower, called it a day, rested. My original plan was to come here, drop the bags, go back 40 kilometers and go inwards 10 kilometers on the dirt road and get to 80 Mile beach, because that beach is as long as 80 miles. But decided not to do that because that will be like close to 110 kilometers ride. It was very hot today, and so decided not to go that line. Came back, rested. Now when I went to the shop, I asked if they had any vegetarian food. Initially they said they didn't, but they somehow figured out a way to fix me a burger. So I do have a veggie burger like I always do, and chips and carrot cake for dessert. So that's what I'm having. That's the veggie burger, chips, drink, and that's carrot cake. So anywhere you go in a roadhouse, one thing you will definitely find is veggie burger. That's something most roadhouses have. You just have to ask for it. Yep, so apart from that, the day today was fantastic. It was really hot. I was here by 1 o'clock, so I practically rested for 2-3 hours. It was a blessing walking into the air-conditioned room. All the rooms are always air-conditioned. Originally I had booked a budget room. I didn't know what it would look like, but when I turned up over here, it wasn't really very nice. But then I changed it to the normal room, which was a standard room. So yeah, happy with that. Now tomorrow, it's not a very big day. I'm going to try and start as early as possible like I did today, and I'm going to be riding to Broome. Broome is a big town, but I'm not going to be staying in Broome because we didn't find any rooms in Broome. So I'm going to be, I think it's before Broome, or I'll be passing Broome, and there is a roadhouse over there. So again, I'll be in a roadhouse, but I think it's past Broome, and from there it's Fitzroy crossings. So for tomorrow I'll talk about tomorrow, but today was a big day, and it was worth the ride. The ride was fun. Even if it was hot and everything, it was still good. So looking forward to tomorrow.